Hello students, in the previous class we have gone through the concept of iota. Now I am just taking a recap for that concept, and here the recap for the results. So the results was like that. The first was iota is nothing but the square root of minus 1. When we take with the I square, it will be the minus of 1. When we will go with the IQ, it will be I square into I, and we can write like that minus 1 into I, and that will be minus I. And the fourth is iota to the power 4, that is I square into I square, and this is minus 1 into minus 1, and that's a 1. So we have gone through like that in the previous class. Apart from that, the notes was sub analysis of the results was like this. So whenever we take the notes number 1, whenever we take the any iota to the power 4 or multiple of 4, iota to the power 60, iota to the power 100, these all will equal to 1, since these are the multiple of 4s. So this is the first analysis of the result. The second analysis, we will take the I square, IQ, and iota to the power 4, the result will be 0. This concept reflects that. So some of the 4 consecutive terms will always equal to 0. Some of the 4 consecutive terms of iota will always equal to 0. And this is one of the most important vital analysis for the iota. And third is 1 by I. Whenever we write down 1 by I, we will rationalize this first and then we write the final results. That means we should not leave iota in a denominator. So this is I upon I square, and that will be I upon minus 1, and that will be minus 1. So that was the result, and with that result I have given you one of the exercise of the book, and as well as few notes of the CBSE level. Now for today I am moving further with the definition of the complex. What is the complex? The meaning of the complex and how we'll go for. So meaning of the complex is it has a two wing. One is the real, other is the imaginary. How we can combine that? This is the story we have to go for. Let z, this is z for me, this is z for me, z is equal to x plus iy. That's a combination. This one is the real part, and this real part, and other one is the imaginary part, and clubbing that, this two when will club, this will be the complex. Why this second part is the imaginary? Because this is associated with the complex number. So any number which are combination of real as well as imaginary, that can be written down as a complex number. Further example given for that, this is z is equal to 3 plus 4i. Here the real part is the 3 real part, and this is 4 is the imaginary part. So clubbing that, this is also a complex number. But how we can note it as a compact form? So we can write down the notes RE of z, that means real part of z. Here it is 3, and IM, imaginary part of the z, it is 4. Why not I 4? No, because this is imaginary part associated with the I. That will take only 4 as the imaginary part, not iota into 4. This is very important. One should be strict on that. Another example I am putting, just think like that. Suppose you want to make 0 as a complex number. So 0 can be written as 0 plus iota 0. Here RE of z is equal to 0. IM of z is equal to 0. Example is also z. We can write on z is equal to 0. 0 can be combined, reflects as a complex number. This 0 plus iota 0. Here real part of z is the 0. imaginary part of the z is equal to 0. So 0 can be treated as a complex as well as a real. In the both the way we can think about that. So any complex number. So I am putting another example for that. Suppose you are having a z is equal to 1 plus I and 1 minus I. This is a complex, but this is not in a standard form. So we can make it a standard form by rationalizing it, by rationalizing the positive sign, the opposite sign of the denominator, and I am rationalizing here a minus b, a plus b, this is a square minus b square, and this is 1 plus I whole square. So this is 1 plus 2I plus I square, and here it is 1 minus of minus 1 because I square is minus 1. So this is 1 plus 2I minus 1 upon 2. 1 will go out, and this is 2I by 2, this 2, and this is I. We can write it in the standard form 0 plus 1 into iota. Here, real part of z is equal to 0 and imaginary part of z is equal to 0. So any complex, these are the combination of a real as well as this is also a standard form. This is also a standard form of the complex number. So whenever we are having any complex number, x plus iy is a standard form, or sometimes we are people are writing like z is equal to a plus ib, z is equal to a plus ib, z is equal to a plus ib is also a standard form where a is the real part and b is the imaginary part, not iota b, but it is imaginary part. It is imaginary part because it is associated with the iota. So any example we can create and we can put down like that. So this is the concept of complex number. So complex number has a wider range. It is a basically, and one geometrically also we can interpret it. Suppose in the earlier classes, the 10th class also we have gone through two-dimensional geometrical plane. Any point in the space, this is x comma y. Say this is reflects x, this reflects y. Complex can be also put it down the two-dimensional geometrical plane, that is said with the Argand plane. This can be put it down here. Z is equal to x plus iota, where this is real axis. This is real axis. That means x-axis is the real axis, and y-axis is the imaginary axis. And one more vital information here we can gather from here is that both are the ordered pair combination. So any movement that will go with the complex, that will also go with the coordinate. Coordinate and complex are the wider. For IIT type examination, this is a very relevant and very realistic concept, and one should be keep up. Definitely, my teaching will be in the integrated format. We'll discuss the complex number from bottom to top, and we'll go with everything that will really fulfill your purpose for IIT, JEE, NDA, and all the examination. And it is very much realistic. So both are the combination. If somebody is asking you why complex and coordinate are correlated, because the both are the ordered pair combination. Further, I am moving with another concept for today. This is equality of the complex number. Equality of the complex numbers. Equality of the complex number. Let z is equal to 3x plus iy and x plus iy is equal to 3 plus 4 iota. That means x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 4. Why we are writing that? What is the meaning of the equality is to equate real to real and imaginary to imaginary. It's a very simple concept, but it has a story. Just I'm putting a concept question based on the equality of the concept complex number. Let you are having uh, if you are having x plus iy whole to the power 1 by 3 is equal to a plus ib, and I'm asking you find the value of x by a plus y by b is equal to 4 is equal to how much, and how we'll go for this is very simple, but for that your basic input is important. As far as the video is concerned, I cannot go with the too much thing because passing too much information is very difficult task from the on online. So we are restricting here for 5-7 minutes story, but I am attaching few of the questions of the related with the IIT JEE level and as well as the CBSE level, and every time I will give the some sorts of the exercise of the elements book, and you just go through that. Start yourself. Do something exclusive so that you can have a confidence. This is a crucial time, very crucial time. This is a beginning, and as country is moving in the reverse direction, everything is not on the target. So of course it's a task, but being a disciplined soldier of the country and in the future of the country, you just start yourself and just do something. And every day do some questions from the whatever we are sending to you, and just keep it up. And for today, this is all about. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you.